Taylor is first off on the Vegas take. What's going on?
What's up, Taylor?
Brian, I've called in a bunch of times. I appreciate your guys' opinions and what you guys do.
Thank you.
If I could on this one, I want to talk to JD because he's usually a little bit more police-friendly on this one.
You don't think I'm police-friendly?
I don't believe that this is a political issue. I believe that this is a police, Black Lives Matter, what it's doing to the officers who got shot in the face, and the whole movement of this thing. It's just sad, dude. Why can't we just love the owner of the bar is making a business decision. I may or may not agree with
the owner of the bar,
but
he believes, and I didn't get a comment on this for whatever reason, but he believes that he is being patriotic by doing what he's doing because of what's happened with Black Lives Matter, because of the looting and the rioting and the vilification of police officers. And he believes that making a stance is a patriotic gesture by him. And he favors his country and his president, who he supports, over sports. And there's a lot of people right now in the United States that care much more about the pride in the United States of America than they do in watching the NFL or the NBA.
So not watching the NFL now is patriotic. Interesting. Okay.
So JD, I'm a police officer here in town, and it just breaks my heart to see all this movement going against the police because we have nothing but hard work and love for the community.
Wait, so can I ask you a question?
Can I ask? LVMPD are some of the best police officers I've ever been in contact with.
Taylor, can I ask you?
You guys do a great job.
1 second. JD, Brian, I love you, man, but JD's more on my page with this. You know what? The Black Lives Matter and the NFL, they made their stance, okay? They made their decision by...
Taylor, let's focus for a second. Hold on, Taylor.
The bar owner is making the same decision. He's making a same position.
Okay, I get your position, Taylor.
He's probably in a position financially to actually be able to withstand if someone walks in and says no and orders their food and says, hey, you can't watch the NFL here, and the person just gets up and leaves. He probably doesn't care. He probably has the money to do it.
And one more thing. So my heart.
Can Brian jump? Can I chime in at all? You guys can continue to make out, but I would love to. I would love to be able to chime in if possible.
Brian, can I also add one more thing real quick, Brian?
I'm not hanging up on you, Taylor. Can I just add one thing? I haven't been able to respond to anything you've said. I'm not hanging up on you. So Taylor, here's the deal. Regardless of what you think of Black Lives Matter, regardless of what this person's political beliefs are, it is an atrocious business decision, and this owner is going to lose a ton of money. And hold on a second, they're not. I guarantee you, they're going to be out of business. If you are a patron and you have action on a football game, you want to go into a sports bar and watch games. It is a dumb decision. Period. And
I agree. It's a dumb financial decision, but they're not basing it off of finances here. They're basing off principle. And one more thing. When the Golden Knights did their that protest that day for that shooting without any of the information on the shooting, that broke my heart because I was a die-hard Knights fan.
Can I ask you a question, Taylor? Did it break your heart when Philando Castile was shot and killed? Did it break your heart when George Floyd was murdered? Does it break your heart when you do see police brutality out there? I am one of those people that is on the police officer's side. But does it break your heart when you see innocent people shot and killed?
Listen, you see a video, you do not get the whole story.
So you want to defend what happened to George Floyd now?
Brian, let me finish.
If you want to
let me finish.
Okay, Taylor, I'm asking you a question and you're not answering it.
You're not allowing me to answer your first question.
Taylor, did it? It's a yes or no. Taylor, it's a yes or no question answer. Did it break your heart when you saw what happened to George Floyd? Yes or no?
You see a video.
You won't answer the question.
The whole story.
Okay, so you're defending what Chauvin did.
No, I've been in the position where something I've did has ended up on YouTube, and it looks bad.
Taylor, I'm not asking. Taylor,
you don't have the 911 call.
Taylor,
you don't have the story. You don't have the victim.
Taylor, I'm not asking.
Let's wait for the information.
Taylor, I'm asking you a very simple question that any reasonable human being would be able to answer, and you haven't given me a yes or no answer, so I will ask you again. When you see that 8 minutes and what happened to George Floyd, did that also break your heart? Yes or no?
Yes, it breaks your heart. You will never have a police officer say that looked good, Brian.
Well, why couldn't you give me that answer from the beginning then? Why are you making excuses?
Because there is more to it than just that incident.
Because you hijacked his point, Brian, to try to turn it into something he isn't.
If you see one video with 20 seconds or 8 minutes, that doesn't give you everything, Brian.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. Was Officer Chauvin wrong, and do you think he deserves to go to jail for a while?
Which one's that one?
You don't know who Officer Chauvin is, and you're a police officer?
Is he the George Floyd guy?
All right, Taylor, I appreciate the phone call. I got to get to some other callers.